YouTube, what is up with y'all today? This is Nail Goodfella Nail, man. Woo! I don't know, man. Okay, that's probably just say that for something else. What is up with y'all though, man? I am back up in this joint. Yes, it's another day. It's another week. It's more sneakers. It's more me, man. You know. I got one quick new pickup. I didn't want it too much weight and put y'all on hold and have y'all like waiting a long ass time or whatever to like post a pickup video. But this is a discussion video, but I do want to share my one item I do have. I just picked it up yesterday from Target. They're currently having a clearance sale, and I actually got this polo for like $4. Size medium. It's a classic polo. Already tried it on and everything. It fits well. You know me, I work out, man. So to my guys that hit the upper a lot in the gym, you probably have to size up a little bit or whatever. But everything's all good. $4, can't beat that. Definitely a nice springtime, summertime kind of like vibe from the polo. It does has like pineapples and stuff, in case you can't see that. I know it's kind of bright on the camera. But yeah, man, definitely fly, fire, all that. Button it up to the top, you know, that crispy white. As far as finding kicks for it, shouldn't be too hard though. And yeah, man, just get my full prep on with that. Oh, and also too is by Morona, so that's like more of like a Target brand. You should probably know that now if you shop there. And of course, there's no discrimination over here, man. I don't care if you shop at the thrift, Walmart, get hand-me-downs, Gucci, Saks Fifth, wherever, H&M, man. Style is style, man. I don't give a people can know if you dress or not. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and just having like a t-shirt on like this, like, you know, some people think they fit it because they running around with like just a, you know, a t-shirt on and some jogging pants or something. That's not really being fitted. That's just being comfortable. You know what I mean? So, like style, you got to get the essential stuff, like, you know, the polos, the cardigans. You know what I mean? You gotta mesh all that stuff the right way. You know, maybe you should throw a plaid on over the graphic T-shirt. You know what I'm saying? To just kind of like take your style up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So it can take you a little bit more serious. But anyway, though, and there's no disrespect to my jogger and T-shirt and graphic T-shirt lovers, man, because that's me all day, though. You know, but I like to switch it up though. I like to, you know, make it a little bit more, you know, that's another video probably. Y'all know me though, looking at this channel. But the discussion today is selling kicks on eBay, man. Okay, so I noticed, oh shit, I just looked at the screen and didn't see my boxes looking sideways in the back. But anyway, I know it's a lot of videos on you know, on eBay about buying from eBay. You know, nobody never really has nothing about like selling on eBay. And really, long story short, when you do look at a selling video and the perception of eBay, as far as like being a seller, like a buyer is all great. You know what I'm saying? Like you can literally just buy things, and if you don't like it, you could practically send it back, even if the person has a no returns policy. I mean, I feel like that's kind of extreme, but whatever, man. My thoughts as far as like a seller, if you're selling, so I'm gonna title it as well in the video, how to sell sneakers on eBay, what to watch out for. So I was just recent, you know, this past week or so, just like, you know, pushing a few kicks. You know, just I got rid of my all black shell toe Adidas just recently. Got feedback, was great. Now, of course, I got some other popular kicks or whatever. Now, they were personally, they wasn't my size or anything. So, you know, I know some of you guys might be in the comments or whatever, like, what shoes did you sell? Or, you know, you shouldn't have sold those or whatever, man. It's all good. It's all good. But these were kind of meant to be sold anyway. And you know, it was a Jordan, of course. And you know, so brain moment. So I put them up for sale. People get to bid on it. It was like a 3-day auction. So it finally ended. And but before that, I also checked. One guy was actually offering me the full, like he was offering me like retail for the shoes anyway. And these shoes are, you know, probably about 2 to 3 years old, and they're DS as well. So it's just like he offered to buy them or whatever. And then all of a sudden I checked his feedback, and his feedback was full of sellers just like, because you can't, as a eBay seller, you can't leave negative feedback for a buyer. I've been eBaying since like 05 and 06, back in the time where you could leave negative feedback to a buyer and actually reduce their account to their feedback scale. I think eBay need to bring that back though. No, not I think. They need to bring that back. Also, because an eBay member is an eBay member. You see what I'm saying? The holes in place for like a seller, you know, a feedback for a seller instantly, you know, it's just negative or whatever. If somebody doesn't like it or whatever. So this guy actually took advantage of that, and he said that the guy sold him fake and used sneakers. So I noticed he has the same. He either say this guy sold me fake used sneakers, and they're supposed to be brand new, or his other statement would be shoes were not as described and just terrible. Now I understand in certain instances when certain sellers say one thing and then you get another thing. You do have the right to leave negative feedback on that. But this guy was kind of consistent as far as like leaving negative feedback for sellers. He would probably just have like two positive minimum feedback break. Like, okay, good seller. Like he would leave 2 feedbacks for good sellers, but the rest of them would be like trash. And I noticed that was more so on like the high end things, like, you know, like the retro Jordans or like the limited Jordans. But like if it was like some like Jordan flights, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, that was like $40 or $45, you know, he would just buy the shoe or whatever. So what he was doing is he was up there buying the shoe, leaving negative feedback, and then acting like as if the shoe wasn't even like what it was it described. And then I actually did my homework and checked the sellers he was buying from, and they basically have nothing but 100%. So it's like, dude, why would a seller build up like 1,000+ feedback or a few hundred something feedback just to start selling fake ass shoes, and nobody else wouldn't expose them about it? But then all of a sudden your bullshit ass, you just sit up here and abuse the community, and you leave this seller that, and building a reputation takes hard work too, especially nowadays. Got a bunch of fucking kids on the internet anyway. It's kind of one of the reasons why I left eBay alone anyway. So whatever. So, you know, you up here leaving negative feedback for some shit that's not even true is definitely disrespectful, man. But so watch out for that. If you're selling an item on eBay or whatever, like a high-end item like a Jordan or whatever, or a limited shoe or a limited sneaker, it's only with those items. That's only one of the reasons why I really don't too much care about being in this sneaker culture thing, because it's a bunch of assholes, man, and it's probably a bunch of kids. And if you see them and whoop their ass or whatever, and whoop their parents' ass, you end up going to jail if you're over 18. But you know, you got to keep a cool head. So I ended up blocking a guy that was doing that. And then come to find out, these little assholes didn't even pay at the end of the auction. I should have read, after he won the auction, I finally checked his feedback because I was out. Because if I would have read his feedback before I had left the house, I would have canceled everything and just let an honest buyer just buy. And it's messed up in 2015 as far as like an eBay buyer go. You got to actually evaluate their traffic, their feedback, to see if they even legit. And it'll appear as green when it should be appearing as negative. So I pay attention to what the sellers are saying about certain buyers as well, because it can appear as a green positive remark, but the statement that the seller leave, like, this guy's a deadbeat bidder, he doesn't like to pay, he like to open up cases and do all this shit, man. And then you wonder why your business is suffering. But now, I don't want to place too much of the blame on eBay. It's only but so much they can do. At first, a few years ago, I used to be super pissed about this, man, but I'm kind of not. It depends on what you sell. to be honest with you. Like if I sell a coffee table, I probably wouldn't have this problem. You see what I'm saying? Like if I majored in a business where I just nothing but just coffee tables all day in and out, then eBay is like, you know, my holy grail. You know what I'm saying? You could probably make a living off that. But when you got people up here that's playing games and little kids and all this shit, man, it just make you don't even want to do none of this shit. I'm happy I don't sell shoes for a living anyway. But I don't got no eye problems. I got a window right here. So I know some of my videos, my eyes be like. But yeah, so definitely, man, if you about to sell something on eBay, like a high risk item like a Jordan or something that you can't get back, a limited item or whatever, and you purses, all the brand name stuff that's like limited and all that stuff that actually costs a lot of money and stuff, make sure you check the feedback of the buyer. You see what I'm saying? You will be done over with. You know what I'm saying? Call eBay too before you send that item out. If you don't happen to cancel the person in enough time or whatever, call eBay too. Personally, I would take pictures of myself putting the item in the mail, and also I would shoot video of me putting the item in the mail and everything, just so we can get all this straight. So when you take their ass to court, not eBay per se to court, but the buyer to court, they get in trouble. So yeah, man, rate, comment, and subscribe if you want. That's just one of the agitating things that was kind of like agitating this week though, man, this past week at least. It's just like, dude, man, if you don't have the money, don't fucking bid. You know, it's trash, man. It's trash, dude. It's fucking trash. It's crazy. I wish we could have a sneaker con event, cause you like it'd be funny if just like a personal event just happened as soon as you like it feels just like virtual or something, or not even virtual. If we can teleport or whatever, and we can just like put the table right here, put the cash on that side, put the shoes right here. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of people that once they see you face to face or whatever, that's another reason why I don't too much respond to like negative comments or whatever, because it was a little negative. It was on just one negative person on my channel since I had this channel, and I had to block this little fuck boy. But anyway, but once you see him face to face, you know what I'm saying? We don't need no weapons, no none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because the best man win in fights. But anyway, I bet you 99.9% none of this stuff wouldn't be happening, you know. So you don't know who you messing with until you see him, man. You know what I mean? And I'm not one of them rah-rah dudes to be trying to act like I'm the hardest dude all the time, but it's like I feel for those sellers, you know what I'm saying, that's actually trying to put in that work and you know, make people happy and stuff, and hold on to things, and you know what I'm saying, and just to be played out by a little ass, you know what I'm saying, like a little, I'm hoping they little kids, you know what I'm saying, like a little teenager just took his mom credit card or whatever and did whatever. But some of these people probably like early 20s or something, so that definitely qualifies you for an ass whooping. But rate, comment, and subscribe if you want. This is Nail Goodfella, Nail. I am out. Follow me on Twitter at Nail Goodfella. Peace.